The conflict in Syria has erupted into one of its most intense episodes in years, with the Syrian army reporting significant losses in Aleppo. On Saturday, dozens of Syrian soldiers were killed as Islamist Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or the HTS, rebels launched a major offensive sweeping into Aleppo. The attack forced government forces to redeploy in what's being called the biggest challenge to President Bashar al-Assad in nearly a decade.
الحمد لله رجعنا على حلب بعد 10 سنين وصرنا مشاهدينا والحمد لله بعد ما انطلقوا قوات جيش النظام منا قدرنا نفوت عليها حلب وصراكب وكل المناطق السوريه ان شاء الله رح ترجع قريبا نرجع نزين عيوننا فيها.
Russia's defense ministry confirmed its air force had launched strikes in support of Syrian troops. Russian media described the strikes as a response to the boldest rebel offensive since the civil war's major front lines froze in 2020. Now, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, formerly known as Nusra Front, is a classified terrorist organization by the US, Russia, Turkey and others. Meanwhile, the White House said that it was closely monitoring the situation at hand. A National Security Council spokesperson said that the United States was not involved in the offensive and urged de-escalation, emphasizing the need for a credible political process under the UN's 2015 resolution for Syria. This attack also revived long-standing tensions in the region, with rebels reportedly capturing Aleppo's airport and the city of Marat al-Numam in Idlib province.
8 years after being forced out by Bashar al-Assad and his allies, Syrian rebels were again roaming the streets of Aleppo on Friday. Over the past week, opposition fighters have carried out a surprise sweep through government-held towns. Now, this rebel says Aleppo has been completely liberated. The attack, led by the militant group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, is the most significant challenge to Assad in years. The front line of the Syrian civil war has been largely frozen since 2020. But on Saturday, Syria's military said that dozens of its troops had been killed and that rebels had managed to enter large parts of Aleppo. Syrian and Russian warplanes are targeting rebels in a suburb of the city, according to two Syrian military sources. They also said Russia had promised to send extra military aid to thwart the rebels, which would start arriving in the next 72 hours. Assad recovered full control of Aleppo, which had been a rebel stronghold, in 2016. That was with the support of Russian air power and Iranian-backed Shiite militias. The commander of one rebel brigade said the opposition fighters' swift advance in recent days had been aided by a lack of Iran-backed manpower in the wider Aleppo province. Iran's allies in the region have suffered a series of blows at the hands of Israel as the Gaza war has expanded through the Middle East. Opposition sources also said that Turkey, which backs the rebels, had given a green light to the offensive. Turkish officials were not immediately available to comment.